What's up? This is Stephen Bloodworth, and this is part 2 of my July 2020 Blu Ray update. So I posted part 1 of the Blu Ray update on Monday. Now we're going to be finishing off on the rest of the Blu Rays I picked up during July. And now we're going to be finishing off with the rest of the Blu Rays, and there's still a big stack of them. The first two I got are both from Grindhouse Releasing. This Blu Ray I've been stalling on getting for a long time. I have the DVD. In fact, the film itself is one of my favorite films of all time, and that one is Pieces. Obviously, this is not the version that comes with the puzzle. I remember hearing about that when it first came out, how a lot of people that pre-ordered the set got screwed and didn't receive the puzzle with their order. But this is one of my favorite slasher films of all time. I know the director of this directed the film Slugs, which was just put on Blu-ray by Arrow. But this is a really nice Blu-ray set. Apparently, I heard that the transfer is amazing on this one. I haven't checked it out yet, but the transfer looks great, but I hear that a lot of the features were taken from the DVD, and there might be only 1 or 2 new features for it, but it's a 3-disc edition. It comes with 2 Blu-rays and a CD, obviously the soundtrack. I love how Grindhouse Releasing always comes out with the soundtrack for their Blu-ray releases, but if any of you guys, it's currently 2:45 in the morning filming this. For any of you guys that have seen Pieces or any slasher fans out there, this is a must-see. And this one I literally got in the mail today, and it's one that I have been waiting for so long to pick up, and I know that the price is getting a little steep for this one, but it's Lucio Fulci's The Beyond, and apparently this cover glows in the dark. I've been trying to watch a lot of Fulci and Argento films lately, and this is one that I've heard non-stop people telling me that I need to check this one out. I'm really looking forward to it. The plot sounds incredible. Any fans of Beyond out there, please let me know your thoughts of the film down below. The next 2 that I got are Code Red titles. This one I've never seen before. I've always heard about it. It's a Joe D'Amato film, and this is probably like one of the few, if I can say it, pornos that I own in my collection. Usually I never talk about these, but this is the uncut version. I got this from Diabolic DVD, and it's Erotic Nights of the Living Dead. The film is from 1980, and I know that Joe D'Amato also directed Porno Holocaust, another one that I probably need to check out. But if anybody has seen this version, if you've seen the uncut version, or if you've seen, I think there's an R-rated version, but this is the new Blu-ray. I think it's limited, but you can get it from Diabolic DVD and probably the Code Red website. But anybody has seen this, please let me know what you think of it down below. And another Code Red title, and I could have sworn that this was a Vinegar Syndrome title. Maybe it is. Maybe Vinegar Syndrome put this out recently, but this is the Code Red Blu-ray of The Boneyard. Another one that I just got in the mail today. I haven't seen it yet. I've seen a couple of people talk about this, and it just sounds interesting, and I know that the dog doesn't show up until like the last 5 minutes of the film, but if any of you have seen it, let me know your thoughts of it. And the next few are all the ones that I showed in the Severin video, and I figure I just show them off once more, but all these I got from the Severin mid-year sale. I'm happy that I got mine when it did, and if you did order from the sale and your order was confirmed, just be patient. You'll get your stuff, I promise. The first one's a Lucio Fulci film, which I've never heard of before, but this one is called Aenigma. It looks pretty interesting. I really don't know what this one's about, but this one is a limited edition one, limited to 3,000 units. And the next one, I really love this film. This is the first Fulci film that I've ever seen, and it's Demonia. And I love the attention to detail that Severin did with the slipcovers for a lot of these new films. And new releases, that is. And this one is The Beast Must Die, a werewolf film from Paul Annette. I'm really looking forward to checking this out. I love anything to do with werewolves. And the next two are from Jess Franco, and this one is Shining Sex. Had no idea what it was about. It was just included in bundle 2, the bundle that I got. And then this one, the last one from the pickups, was Bahia Blanca, another Jess Franco film. It looks pretty interesting. It's from 1984. I really don't know what it is about, but I'll definitely check this one out. And this next one I did not get from the Severin sale. I got this one recently. I believe it just came out the other day, and it's Revenge of the Living Dead Girls. I've heard a lot of good stuff about this throughout the years. I'm really looking forward to checking it out. If you've seen it, please let me know your thoughts, and I do know that this Blu-ray from Severin is relatively brand new. And this next one's a title from Film Centrix, and it's a film that I've been wanting to see for so many years. It's from Jeff Lieberman, the same guy who did Satan's Little Helper, and it's Blue Sunshine, and this is a really cool Blu-ray of it, and it's relatively expensive. You can find it on Amazon, but I love this film. It was the first time I saw it. I didn't know how I was going to like this film, but I ended up liking it a lot. It's just so bizarre about the people that experimented with this LSD and that years later they lose their hair and just to start killing people. Very, very bizarre. The climax to this film is excellent. For anybody that likes 70s, like weird 70s horror films, or if you like the films of Jeff Lieberman, definitely give this one a shot. The next two are Shudder titles. These were obviously on Shudder, and this one I've been hearing so many people talking about, and at first I thought it was going to be a typical zombie found footage film, and then I realized it was a lot more than that, and obviously it's One Cut of the Dead. It's just weird how they piece this film together. Like, it starts with the film that they make, and then it shows that everything is for fake and they just want to create this movie, but then they show the making of the film, and the making of the film, the final act in the film, was incredible. I love these films showing like how they're making the movie, and this one was a lot of fun. For anybody that is an aspiring filmmaker or that makes films, this is a must-see movie. And then this one I did not get a chance to check out, unfortunately. I've heard so many people saying that they really like this one, but it's from Fangoria, similar to how they did BFW. This is one of their titles, and it's Porno, and I've been hearing a lot of people say it's hilarious. A lot of people say that it's pretty gory, and overall people really do like this one. I can't wait to check it out. If you guys have seen this, please let me know what you think of it. And this one, surprisingly, this was a first for me. It's from Dread Central, and you know, it's been on Netflix for so long, and I really didn't know what to think of it, but when I finally saw it, I fell in love with it, and I know that they're doing the sequel now, and I really can't wait to see that, and it's obviously Terrifier. This clown is one that I have never seen a killer clown character like Art before. He is definitely one of a kind, and definitely a clown that can be mute, but does a fantastic job at it, and the gore is absolutely fantastic. The one scene with the girl getting cut in two, holy shit, it was fucking rad. But like I said, I can't wait for the sequel to this, and I definitely want to check out All Hallows Eve to see how Art started. But for any Terrifier fan or any killer clown fan out there, this is obviously a must-see. And this next one is a Horizon Movies title, and the only reason I got this one is because Stephen Joffreys, who I've met years ago, really nice guy, and Jessica Cameron is in this one, and it's called Mr. Hush. Unfortunately, I didn't get around to seeing it, but I'll watch anything that involves Jessica Cameron, and I thought it was really cool that Stephen Joffrey was also in this. But if you've seen this one, please let me know your thoughts of it down below. I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. The next one is a full moon release, and this is one that I've been wanting to see for years, and it's Tourist Trap. This definitely was one of the weirdest films I've ever seen. It's available on Full Moon streaming, but I wanted to get the Blu Ray, and I know that Full Moon will be putting out the big box VHS of Tourist Trap, and apparently that's the uncut version of the film. I really don't know how much was cut out of it, but it was a really interesting film, and now I know where they got the laughing sound effect from Elf with the Jack in the Box. But this one was weird. It was fun. I loved it. For anybody that likes these weird tourist attraction horror movies, then this one I think you'll definitely like, kind of in the same tradition as like Motel Hell. This next one's a Troma release, and I'm really happy they did a Blu Ray of this. Need to check it out because I've heard nothing but messed up things about it, and of course that one is Terror Firmer. Like I said, I just fell so behind on watching a lot of these this month, but it's one that I've been wanting to see for years, and I purposely waited because I knew they were going to do a Blu Ray of this. But any Troma fan out there, drop a comment down below. This next one is Massacre Video's newest release called The Amazing Mr. No Legs. This looks just really bizarre. I hear a lot of people saying they like this one, and I love the Blu Ray releases that Massacre's been doing. I can't wait for them to put out Men Behind the Sun. It's been a film that I've been wanting to see for years. But if anybody has seen this one, please let me know what you think of it down below. And this one's an Anchor Bay film, and this one I saw the trailer of it for another film. I don't remember which one, but it was just too weird to pass up, and it was a really good film actually, and it's called Chained. Basically, a mother and son get kidnapped by this taxi driver played by Vincent D'Onofrio. He kills the mother and keeps the kid as his slave for years, pretty much chaining him to the house, making him clean up after him, and take record of all the girls that he kidnaps and murders. It's very bizarre. Vincent D'Onofrio is downright creepy in this one, where he tries to make the best out of having the kid live with him for all these years and tries to educate him. One of the most bizarre things I've ever seen. It's a Jennifer Lynch film, but if you've seen this, let me know your thoughts of it down below. I really enjoyed it, and for any Vincent D'Onofrio fan out there, definitely check this one out. And this next one, I've been wanting to see this one for years. I'm happy I finally got around to checking it out. And it's Frozen, not the Disney Frozen, but it's a film about a group of kids that get stuck on a ski lift, and they have to try and figure out how to get help during a snowstorm, and there's wolves. It's really, really good, and it does give you the feeling of claustrophobia, but I love these films taking place in the snow, and I can't say enough good things about it. Just check it out, trust me, it's really good. And the next one I picked up is a Lionsgate release, and like I said in part 1, I loved Cabin Fever, and I even kind of liked the sequel to Cabin Fever. This one is supposed to be the prequel, I believe, Cabin Fever Patient Zero. I don't know who directed this one. Care Andrews directed this one. I haven't even seen the trailer of it, but I figured get all the rest of the Cabin Fever films. But if you guys have seen Patient Zero, please let me know your thoughts of it down below. Another Lionsgate release, and I saw the old Blu Ray a bunch of times, and I don't know if I should have got this one or maybe waited, because I know that Spiral is supposed to be coming out whenever. I don't know if I got delayed or not, but I figured, why not? It was pretty cheap. I think it was only like 10 bucks, and it's the Saw collection, and it has every Saw until Jigsaw on this set. Don't know anything about special features wise, but the Saw films, to me, I enjoy them for the most part. You know, part 1 I love, part 2 and 3 I also really liked, part 4 crap. I did get down with part 5, I actually enjoyed it. Part 6, pretty okay. Part 7, didn't really care for. Jigsaw, I absolutely hated. But any Saw fans out there, this Blu-ray set looks good. It definitely looks like one that should have a slipcover to it, but maybe there wasn't. But if there is a slipcover, let me know. And this next one is a Palisades Tartade video release. It's a Korean film, and it's A Tale of Two Sisters, and I believe this is the film that inspired The Uninvited, if I'm not mistaken. I tried watching this one the other day, and at first I thought it was probably gonna be really boring, until I started seeing some blood, and then I got pulled away. But I definitely need to finish watching this one, and I can't wait to finish it. And this one is Region B, but thankfully my 4K player is region free, so works out for me, so I can check out all these films from around the world. And the next bunch, I've already shown these in the Warner Archive video, but I figured I'd show them again. The Thing from Another World, something tells me that somebody is going to do a 4K release of that one eventually. This one I put on the other day, and it looked phenomenal on Blu-ray, and it's Bad Ronald. And if this one looked as good on Blu-ray, then the rest of these have got to look pretty good. They're from Warner Brothers, so they have to look good. From Beyond the Grave, this one has Donald Pleasance and Peter Cushing in it, so looking forward to seeing them, Van Helsing and Dr. Loomis together in a film. 2 on a Guillotine, like I said in the video, I saw the title of it, saw the cover, figured why not pick it up. From Hell It Came, it's fucking a killer tree, like I said in the other video. I saw this during Camp Cult of Cinemassacre's Monster Madness, and it's just a crappy B movie. This one, I know this one got remade. It's actually from the same person that did Crawl Space with Arthur Kennedy, and it's Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. And a couple more we got here. This one is Night School. Pretty interested in seeing what this one is about. And then the last Warner Archive Blu-ray is Mystery of the Wax Museum, the film that inspired House of Wax. This next one, I didn't know at the time that I bought this that there was a Scream Factory Blu-ray of it, which I'm kicking myself at now, but this was my first time watching it, and I really did enjoy it. And of course, it's Misery with Kathy Bates and James Caan. I know James Caan mainly for being Walter Hobbs in Elf. I'm making a lot of Elf references in this video, but everybody knows the story of it, and the quality on the Blu-ray is pretty okay, I guess. But it's Misery. It's one of those films where everyone and their mothers has been telling me for years that I need to check out, so there's my opportunity, and it is a really good film. This next one, Jeremy, NES Ruler 22, told me that this one is starting to become really expensive because it's a 20th Century Fox release and now Disney owns it, so Disney's not going to want this film in their catalog for obvious reasons. Not because it's a terrible film, but because it's extremely violent, and it's the sequel to The Hills Have Eyes remake, The Hills Have Eyes 2. I saw this one years ago, and I hated it when I saw it then. I know I haven't seen it since, but the people in the military and the deformed characters out there, just killing them off, The only thing in this movie that I liked is when the guy jumps out of the porta potty and the soldier calls him Shitman the Barbarian. I just got this mainly because it was going out of print, and if you can find it online, then maybe pick yourself up a copy. And these next two I got these mainly because I don't own these on Blu-ray. I have the DVDs, but I don't think one of them is the unrated version, but it's the Blu-ray of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, and I've always enjoyed this remake. It was probably one of the only Texas Chainsaw films on TV besides the original. But the remake is pretty good. They took it in a different direction, and I like what they did with it. It's overall not the worst remake out there. It's pretty, in my opinion, pretty damn good. And then I also got the prequel to the remake, Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning, and I think this, I have no idea if this is the official DVD. No, it's not. It's a Canadian DVD, or Canadian Blu-ray, and I don't know if this is the only Blu-ray of the prequel, because on the bottom you could see it's in French, but yeah, I don't know. It's I'd assume it's Region A since it's a Canadian release, but if any of you have more information on this, please let me know. And this one, there isn't a complete box set, at least in the United States, of all the Hostel films. This one it's put out by Sony, but it's a English release, and it's the complete Hostel Collection. It has Hostels 1 through 3. And when it comes to Hostel, I did like the first one. The second one, I didn't like it. And the third one, I think I only saw maybe 25% of it and then turned it off. So I definitely do need to get back into the Hostel films. But this box set is pretty neat, and I do want to see if maybe they will do a box set in the United States eventually. But I like how on these ones, they, instead of saying unrated or uncut, they call them the unseen editions, which is actually a pretty cool thing that I don't think anyone else has done. Maybe it's just a UK thing. And the last two I got, I don't know anybody besides maybe me and Matt, you and your horror movies, picked up. I have not seen this one yet. It's the Johnny Walker Collection, Superhell. It includes the Superhell Collection, all 3 Superhell films on one disc. What more could you ask for? Disc 2 has the Perverted Collection. How about more sick and twisted shit like D, Flower, Sick Perverts, 2 in a Coffin, Bloody Death Curse, The Ghost of Providence Woods. Why the fuck haven't I watched this yet? If you've seen it, you and your horror movies, if you've seen this, let me know your thoughts of it, please. This one is from Sinistrange. It's a German company, I take it. And I heard a lot of people on a lot of the Facebook groups saying this one is really, really messed up. Originally, I was going to get the Blu-ray from, not Putre Productions, Black Love Entertainment, but they're not shipping anything to the United States. This one is from Kareem Hussein, and it's Subconscious Cruelty, and a lot of people are saying that this one is really, really muffed up indeed. If you've seen this, please let me know your thoughts of it. Well, that does it for all the Blu-rays for the month of July, guys. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out part 2 of this Blu-ray update. On Friday, I will be posting the DVD update. Definitely not as much as the Blu-rays, but a lot of cool stuff I got on DVD. If you're new to my channel, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for all of my latest videos posted every Monday and Friday. Also, make sure to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to stay posted on what I'm doing behind the scenes of making these videos. Before you click off this video, definitely hit it with a thumbs up and let me know some of the titles that you picked up recently and some titles that you think I should look out for. Until next time, take care and stay scared.